Right now, live at 5, a Cloquet man is sentenced to life in prison after a triple murder 2 years ago.
Plus, the Federal Reserve raises interest rates in an effort to fight inflation. What that could mean for you.
And could relief be in sight for those dealing with flooding in the I Falls area? We're there to find out.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Briggs LaSavage. Breaking news tonight at 5, a Cloquet man will spend the rest of his life in prison for a triple murder. A judge sentenced Sheldon Thompson just within the last hour. The 35-year-old was found guilty of 3 counts of premeditated murder 2 weeks ago. He killed Jackie Defoe, her toddler, and unborn son back in March of 2020. After listening to statements from the victim's family and friends today, a judge handed Thompson 3 consecutive life sentences. We'll hear more about what happened in the courtroom, including emotional testimony, coming up tonight at 6.
Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve has announced its most aggressive interest rate hike in nearly 30 years. The chairman says he anticipates more rate increases to try to bring down record inflation to its target of 2%.
This comes as President Biden is calling on oil companies to do more to help bring down gas prices. Skylar Henry has more from the White House.
U.S. stocks closed slightly higher after the Federal Reserve raised its benchmark interest rate by 0.75 percentage point.
We have both the tools we need and the resolve that it will take to restore price stability on behalf of American families and businesses.
Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said he doesn't see signs of a broad economic slowdown as the central bank tries to tackle a 40-year high inflation.
Inflation has obviously surprised to the upside over the past year, and further surprises could be in store.
American families are now spending almost $350 more per month than they did last year to buy these same products, with prices at the gas pump hitting a national average of $5 per gallon for regular, according to AAA.
What does this mean for Americans in terms of their pocketbooks?
Well, if you're a borrower, this could be bad news. If you have a credit card balance, it's going to cost more to service that debt. If you're going out and buying a new car with a car loan, it's going to be more expensive.
Wednesday, President Biden sent letters to several major oil companies pushing them to increase their supply of gasoline and diesel, while also calling out their record profits.
We know where to put the blame on the war, but oil companies, they have oil refineries, they have responsibility too.
Now he's trying to demagogue energy companies.
Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis criticized President Biden's policies Wednesday, while the American Petroleum Institute called on the president to prioritize unlocking U.S. energy resources ahead of his planned trip to the Middle East next month. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
The Federal Reserve is projecting that unemployment could tick up slightly to 4.1% over the next 4 years, though Chairman Powell warned that no one knows where the economy will be in a year or two.
102 years ago today marks a dark day in Duluth's history. 3 black men, Elias Clayton, Elmer Jackson, and Isaac McGee, were lynched on June 15, 1920, in downtown Duluth after being wrongly accused of assault. Today, members of the community gathered at their memorial site in remembrance of those men and to celebrate the upcoming Juneteenth holiday. Co-chair of the Clayton Jackson McGee Memorial, Kim Green, said they're trying to build awareness of the horrific event.
I think it's important because I believe history will repeat itself if we don't recognize it. I think children in this community need to know about this atrocity in school.
Green added it has been a long time since the lynchings happened, and while it is not all bad news, society still has a ways to go in addressing systemic racism.
Rainy Lake may have reached its cresting point, barring any more rain in the coming days.
But the community there still has a long way while waiting for the water to drop back to its normal level.
Today, CBS 3's Quinn Gorham visited the area to see the water at its peak.
I'm here at the Rainy Lake RV campground where just a few short weeks ago, everything around me was above water. Now, in the time since we've been here last, The water level has gradually risen to the point where this is the only piece of dry land left on the entire resort. Co-owner Cole Rubbin says they tried to keep the campground open as long as they could, but rising water quickly began to cause concerns. On May 21st, the resort shut down, and just a few days later, they were forced to bring in a truck to haul out major buildings. Now the electrical outlets, the docks, and 2 buildings on site are all flooded, and Rubbin says there's no guarantee they'll be able to salvage it if the water goes down. By far the hardest part, according to Rubbin, is not knowing when things will be able to reopen.
We are waiting, and the waiting game is really awful. You know, the unknown of when we will open. Every day that we're not open, we're refunding people.
Once the water recedes, they'll still need to clean the massive amounts of debris that have been swept into the campground. At this point, even sandbags won't save the property. Rubbin says they had sandbag walls up to 6 feet high and water pumps circulating 24/7, and it still wasn't enough. At this point, all they and others can do is wait.
Thank you, Quinn. Coochin County leaders say they're working on a debris management plan for when the water goes down. But again, that still could be months away. Once the water does recede, they hope to create better prevention plans to avoid future floods from getting this bad.
Dave joins us now. Dave, Mother Nature is not giving you a break the last couple days. There's a lot going on.
Very true. Still a lot going on tonight, but there's a sign that things could be easing up for the International Falls area. So as we take a look at our alerts, we start up north with that flood warning, which is still in effect for northern Coochin and northern St. Louis County. Weather Service now thinks maybe on Monday they can let that flood warning slide and die. But they've said that a few times over the last month, so we'll see if it pays out. For the short term tonight, small craft advisory again for both the north and south shores. Not a good night for boating. And dense fog advisory for both shores of Lake Superior as well. And if you look towards Vilas County, you'll see that place is marked in yellow. Tornado watch for them until 10 o'clock. So still a threat for severe weather coming around tonight. That low to the north is the one that brought rain yesterday and a little bit this morning. The one coming up from South Dakota could deliver a little more as the night goes on. Probably just rain for Minnesota, but there's a chance for severe storms popping up for places like Vilas County, Gogebic County, Ashland, and Iron counties. Short-term forecast very quickly says evening rain for Minnesotans, low in the mid-50s. Tomorrow's high, mid-70s with a mostly sunny sky, so it'll calm down by tomorrow. We talk about how long it'll stay calm coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, teaming up and cleaning up. The City of Superior and St. Louis River Alliance are joining forces at Woodstock Bay. Details on when you can help coming up.
You're watching CBS 3 Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Briggs LaSavage, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson. On Live, local, CBS 3.
Hi, folks. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with a benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. Call, check your zip code, see if you're eligible, and get what you deserve. Call now.
Call 1-800-310-2570. That's 1-800-310-2570 now.
Oh my, is that the Bryce Harper and his new DQ Flamethrower Burger and Blizzard Meal? And that must be Tim Anderson with his new DQ Bacon 2 Cheese Deluxe Burger and Blizzard Meal. Is this some kind of competition?
Vote spicy. Vote cheesy. Spicy. Cheesy. Spicy. Vote cheesy.
Okay, how about we have America try both and vote for their favorite burger and Blizzard meal at DQ.com and crown the official meal of MLB.
DQ. Happy tastes good. Happy tastes good. DQ. Happy tastes good. Happy. DQ. Happy.
CBS 3 Newsroom, this is Kristen. The latest details
hear from the residents of Duluth.
2:30 in the morning, winter storm.
Multiple departments on scene. We'll take you there live now.
I'm meteorologist Peter Kevikauskas. Wake up with us here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News, live at 5. Here's a live look from the canal tonight. A gloomy and muggy Wednesday for much of the region, but some more favorable weather might be in store for those running Grandma's Marathon this weekend. And Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region.
New locations for weather monitoring buoys in the Apostle Islands, and another fishing season opens this weekend for anglers in Wisconsin. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start things off in Superior tonight, where a local organization has partnered with the city to clean up a public landing. The St. Louis River Alliance has adopted the Woodstock Bay Public Landing. The collaboration shows the effort of the organization, as well as the city's parks, rec, and forestry departments, to improve and maintain nature areas throughout the community. To celebrate the partnership, the Alliance will host their first cleanup event next Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. And next we head to the Apostle Islands, where some research buoys have been moved for summer. 8 water information for safe Coast Watch buoys were deployed at the mainland sea caves, Little Sam Bay, Manitou Islands, and other popular spots. These buoys monitor wave height, water temperature, and wind information. Adjustments were made for this year's locations based on user feedback and data collected. The research team has also made another survey to understand the best way to communicate real-time wave data. We will have that on our website, cbs3duluth.com. And we wrap up across northern Wisconsin tonight, where another fishing season opens this weekend. Starting Saturday, anglers in the northern zone can now catch and keep smallmouth bass. The start date also applies for Wisconsin-Michigan boundary waters, Lake Superior, and tributaries of Lake Michigan. The season runs through March 5th of 2023. There have been a few regulation changes to lakes in Sawyer County, and we will have a link to the most recent rules on our website. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, Chum's annual Rhubarb Fest will take place later this month. But first, they need your help with one key ingredient. Details on how you can help in just a few minutes.
Normal high temp today is 72. Duluth warmed up and hit 75 after yesterday's chilly temperatures. Things weren't so chilly inland, though, yesterday, close to 90 for some places. Those numbers have come down, so some have warmed up, some have cooled down. What will our temperatures trends do over the next couple of days? I'll show you with my 7-day forecast right after this break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Dream it. Build it. Style it. Accessorize it. And create your custom order for a Ford vehicle today. Plus, get an additional $1,500 bonus cash on top of all public offers. And incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. For a limited time, get up to $1,500 retail order bonus cash on top of all public offers. And thank you for making Ford the best-selling brand in the Twin Cities region.
Guess what? UCare Medicare Advantage plans are now 5-star rated. The highest possible score for member experience and satisfaction. A big thank you to all our members for the kind words and positive experiences that made this happen. And if you have any questions about your plan or benefits, our helpful decomplicators and 5-star planners are always ready to steer you straight. Even through this stuff. UCare, people-powered health plans.
June is your home improvement company's Start Your Summer Savings Month. Get 10% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 2 full years. For windows, doors, bathrooms, and roofing, call us today for an appointment tomorrow. At your home improvement company, your estimates are free and your installers are professionally trained so your project is done right the first time. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
Get your news on the go. The CBS 3 mobile app.
Water levels here on the Rainy River Basin have finally plateaued a little bit. We tell you what the next steps are for the community coming up.
With at least one more low to come through tonight, we could get a little more rain.
Tonight at 6 on Live Local CBS 3.
I'm meteorologist Peter Kivikauskas. Wake up with us here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Since midnight, another round of rain has come our way, and for Minnesotans, we haven't received that much yet. Could still get a little bit more. Most of the precip has been falling in northern Wisconsin and the upper peninsula. So Minnesota since midnight, only a couple of hundredths here and there, but into Wisconsin, we had almost a half inch towards Hayward, about a third of an inch around Ashland, and more than a half of an inch for folks in Ironwood. And that zone could get more rain as the night goes on, as the last of a slew of low pressure systems slides through the area, to be replaced tomorrow by higher pressure for most places and some sunshine. Here in Duluth, no sunshine, and we've already got rain again going down on the roof right above our studio here. So that's the trend till about midnight or so. Right now we have 66 at the airport. There's rain up there as well. West wind's going 18 miles per hour, so not an easterly wind that made it cooler by the lake yesterday. Lakeside numbers went up today because of the westerly wind, and because the heat wave is now providing fuel for the rain, temperatures inland have gone down a bit. Anyway, barometric pressure at this moment's a bit low at 29.73 because of the low working through the area. And current temperatures are a far cry for a lot of towns from what they were yesterday. Right now we have 60 in Hibbing, 66 in Hermantown, only 64 for Moose Lake. Down in Hinckley, we're at 70 now. They were at 90 yesterday. And into Wisconsin, cracking 90 in Hayward, down to 63 right now. Only 56 in Superior, and mid-60s for our friends in the Upper Peninsula. Another heat wave is coming, though, by Sunday, and we could go towards 90 once again, even closer to the lake. Here's our Doppler map showing that lighter rains are falling right now in parts of Minnesota. Slightly heavier rain still coming down for parts of the UP and for northern Wisconsin. No warnings for our region right now, but until about 8 o'clock, there is a chance, especially from places like Ashland County in through Gogebic County. So we take a look at our Weather Max forecast, and here's the two lows working through the area with that last shot of thunder chances here tonight, followed tomorrow by higher pressure advancing, which is going to clear us up and dry us up as well, at least for a couple of days. Tonight, the chance for severe weather, probably not in Minnesota, probably not in western parts of northern Wisconsin, but the eastern parts do have a chance, a marginal to slight chance through this evening for some severe thunderstorms. So folks, like we mentioned here, from roughly the Ashland area through the UP and up towards the Keweenaw, do have to watch out for severe thunderstorms tonight. And once these storms go tomorrow, this is what our next round of rain could look like. Really just a couple more hundredths for our friends in Minnesota. For northern Wisconsin, as you get towards that storm zone, we could run another third from Phillips to almost 3/4 plus near Mercer, so watch out for that. Tonight we watch out in Minnesota for low temps. That'll go from 49 to 56 with the 40% chance for more rain. It is a 60% chance for more showers and storms in Wisconsin, lows there in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, high temps Wisconsin, Michigan, 74 to 77 with a mostly sunny sky. And in Minnesota, you know, up around the Canadian border, could be some rain lingering till about noon, but sunny elsewhere. 60s by the lake, 70s inland. Extended forecast shows that it will be sunny through Friday. Then there's a slight shower chance on Saturday. That's followed by the next heat wave coming in on Sunday, 86 for the Twin Ports. Come Sunday, 90 even for the Twin Ports. And that heat will provide lift to trigger another round of showers and storms that could last through Tuesday before we mellow out and calm down and cool down come next Wednesday.
Yeah, well, depending on when those showers are Saturday, it could be a nice relief for some runners running Grandma's Marathon. A little shower, cool you off.
But it is just a 20% chance, and it's probably in the afternoon when all the elite runners at least have finished the job.
Absolutely. Well, good luck to everybody heading out there this weekend.
That's for sure.
Thanks, Dave.
Just a week after news that Minnesota high school athletes can be paid for their name, image, and likeness, a rising soccer star is the first student in the state to ink an endorsement deal. Edina High School goalkeeper Bayless Flynn signed her NIL deal this morning. She's also the youngest player on the state's new professional women's soccer team. Minnesota's new policy, which was just approved last week, allows high school athletes to keep their amateur status while also earning money from sponsorship and endorsement deals. A lot like the NCAA's policy, there are rules these high school athletes have to follow. We'll break those down tonight on the CBS 3 News at 10.
And Chum is asking you to donate your extra rhubarb. The Duluth shelter needs more of that bittersweet plant for its annual Rhubarb Festival. That's coming up on June 25th. It features a variety of foods and vendors offering rhubarb-themed treats, and the money raised helps support those in need. If you'd like to donate, you can find more information at cbs3duluth.com.
It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Animal Allies here in Duluth.
Yeah, this is Bubbles. She is a 9-year-old gal looking for the perfect home. Our friends at the shelter say she is a very loving cat and will be the first to greet you after a long day. That's pretty unusual for a cat.
It is, but that is my favorite thing about having a pet is when you get home and they give you a nice greeting.
It's so sweet. The best way to walk in the door, that's for sure. She can be a bit of a diva, though, Bubbles. Whether you're giving her a little too much or too little attention, she's going to let you know.
We all have our moments.
Yeah. Bubbles is not immune to that. If you would like to set up an appointment to adopt her, you can call the number on your screen. She looks so fluffy, too.
Oh, she is beautiful. And while not up for adoption, we wanted to say a big happy birthday to a Hibbing hero. Canine Chase turns 5 today. He was born in the Czech Republic, where he started his police training. Chase then made his way to Minnesota and teamed up with Hibbing police officer Joey Burns. They've been paired up on patrol ever since and even took home the top prize in the America's Top Dog competition on A&E. I had the pleasure of meeting Chase, and he is a very good boy.
I can only imagine. I would love to meet him just based on everything we've heard. That team has seemed to be very positive for the Hibbing community. Done a lot of good work there.
They are very talented. Happy birthday, Chase.
Big happy birthday. Hope you get a nice bone tonight. Still to come, with Grandma's Marathon comes a whole lot of fun, but it also means a whole lot of people on the roads, in cars and on foot. Traffic advisories you'll want to know about next.
Now at Arrowhead Supply. Swoop in and save $400 on stressless wing recliners in all Paloma leather colors. Save now at Arrowhead Supply in Duluth and Virginia.
It's spring cleaning time again. With birthdays, visits home, and family reunions just around the corner, now is the perfect time to have Barkeep Productions transfer your 8mm or Super 8 films and video cassettes to accessible and space-saving DVDs. High-resolution flickerless technology brings your home movies back to life so they can be shared with family and friends, and also protects their content from eventual deterioration. So don't just shuffle that box of old films from one side of the attic to the other. Please call or visit our website today and let Barkeep Productions preserve your cherished family memories.
At Super One Foods, you'll find more than just low prices and better choices. You'll find friendly faces like ours, working hard to save you money. Super One has a tireless commitment to be grand opening ready every day, with fully stocked shelves and a wide selection for you and your family. Check out these specials available at all Super One locations, going on now. So stop into the Super One Foods right in your neighborhood. Super One Foods, serving you low prices and better choices.
Neighbor, you switched to T-Mobile home internet yet?
Trim your hedge.
It's $50 a month with no price hikes. Bam! It runs on T-Mobile's wireless 5G network. So all you gotta do is plug in one cord.
T-Mobile 5G home internet. Just $50 a month. No price hikes, no hidden fees.
I did it. Oh! I switched to T-Mobile home internet, and I am loving it.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Why didn't you tell me to switch earlier?
I'm Jim from Jim Peralt Construction, a certified TAMCO contractor. What does that mean for you? TAMCO's full line of roofing and decking products allow me to offer the best options to homeowners. The average contractor can only offer 10 years. At Peralt Construction, we provide a full coverage 15-year labor and material warranty on residential and commercial buildings. Nobody can offer a better warranty than this. Give us a call today to find out what Jim Pearl Construction and Tamco can do for you.
Unbelievable stunts, cunning deception, a whole new challenge where anything can happen. The cast of Survivor, Big Brother, Love Island, and The Amazing Race go head to head. Let's go! Who has what it takes to be America's best? Get ready for the challenge, USA. Wednesday, July 6th, after the season premiere of Big Brother on CBS.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me.
We will witness yet another moment in history.
Now at Arrowhead Supply. Swoop in and save $400 on stressless wing recliners in all Paloma leather colors. Save now at Arrowhead Supply in Duluth and Virginia.
Get your news on the go. The CBS 3 mobile app.
Here's a live look tonight at Canal Park, where the American flag has just been raised as we're now 3 days away from Grandma's Marathon. Kind of a scary thought for someone who's done little training like myself. With all the runners and fans in town, drivers can expect some traffic delays this weekend. If you're heading to Duluth, you'll want to plan for a longer trip, especially near the Twin Ports interchange, which is under construction. Stretches of Highway 61, London Road, and Superior Street will all be closed starting bright and early Saturday morning, too. We have more details on our website, cbs3duluth.com. And after being canceled in 2020 and only returning partially last year, the half and full marathons are back in full swing. Both reached full capacity this year for the first time since 2016. Thousands of runners and elite athletes from across the world are expected to take part, and organizers say there have been some changes to the event this year, including more children's activities and the location of post-race celebrations, which will all be held at Bayfront. PR Director Zach Schneider says if it wasn't for the community, the marathon wouldn't be possible.
Without the thousands of volunteers and the business partners who help us plan and execute this race, not just on race weekend, but throughout the year. I mean, this is why people like coming here, is because they feel very welcome. They feel like it's their community as well when they come here. And, you know, we like showing off Duluth.
It seems like the weather will welcome them, too. More than 60 countries will be represented on the race courses this weekend. Reigning champions from previous years, including last year, on both the men's and the women's sides, will also be participating.
You can cheer on your favorite runner at a new watch party this weekend. This is where I'd like to be. The Deck is hosting its first Bloodies and Bacon party Saturday morning. It's happening on the Symphony Hall balcony at the Deck. You can stand outside and watch your favorite runner take on the last leg of the full or half marathon with a Bloody Mary and all the bacon your money can buy. The event is free to attend, but there will be a cash bar. And ahead of this year's race, we want to shout out those who are running. So if you or someone you know is running the 5K, the half marathon, or full marathon, please let us know. Send us an email with the runner's name and hometown to comments@cbs3duluth.com, and we will feature those runners during this Friday's City by City. We'll be right back after the break.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. When joint pain or injury becomes too much to bear, turn to Essentia Health's expert team to keep you moving forward.
Spring is here, and we have all your cycling needs covered. Need folding tires, shorts, parts, or helmets? We have them. Want an e-bike? We have those too. Need a shock repair? We can do it. Stop into Twin Ports Cyclery today.
Dude, great ride, right?
This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center.
My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or order your next Chevy at your local dealership. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Now through the end of June, Link RV is giving away a $1,000 gas card with every new RV purchase. We have a huge selection of inventory, so stop into Link RV and let us fuel your next adventure. Link RV Center in Minong, where reputation is everything.
New Duluth Auto is the Duluth used car dealer. We have plenty of makes and models to choose from. Nissan, Honda, Toyota. And we even carry multiple options of our most popular vehicle, the Subaru Forester. Large cargo space, all-wheel drive. What's not to love? We have a wide selection of vehicles priced under $20,000. To make these deals even sweeter, there's a 1 to 5 year warranty included on all vehicles. Give us a call, stop by, or view our inventory online at newduluthauto.net. Because here at New Duluth Auto, we are your Duluth used car dealer.
The Twin Ports have become a mecca for cycling. Whether it be single track or road biking, when you're pushing the pedal harder but not going farther, Twin Ports Cyclery has what you need to gear up and get out there.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Wednesday evening. Here's what's coming up tonight at 6.
Coming up, Sheldon Thompson of Cloquet was sentenced to life in prison a little over an hour ago. He was found guilty of premeditated murder for killing Jackie Defoe, her unborn child, and toddler. We'll have more about what happened in the courtroom coming up tonight at 6.
That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next.
We'll see you back here at 6.